Tectonic breath spirals through the zonal ring. I whisper into windshield, watch the glaciers sing. Cryosphere fractures in a thermal straitjacket. Vortex spirals like the helix on a fractured axis. Circulatory shift in the core plume spin. At instant of valves collapse from within. Helioseismic tremors in the trade wind's vein. I wrote for frost beams on a hurricane's brain. Kelvin waves loop with a Doppler snare. Every pressure ridge coded in a sonic prayer. Raw speed tides fold in a torsion braid. I map ice flow with a neural cascade. Frozen entropy drips through a quantum mesh, while solar flares warp the jet stream flesh. Vortex roar like a cyclonic dome. Tilt south with a scream from a date-I-born tone. Subtropical belts unraveling arcs as westerlies burst into infrared sparks. The cryo core spins on a primal lilt. Spills blue veils over equator guilt. Azimuth locked in a meridional break. I decrypt storms through a glacier's ache. Coriolis bends in a thermal clash, where the Southern Cross drowns in ion flash. Thermodynamic drift as the frost unhinges. Hydrospheric flux breaks Arctic hinges. Gravity waves pulse through a cloud script grid. Weather control clerics never admit what they did. I chant wine glyphs through a Kelvin phase. I breathe barometrics in elliptical ways. Thermal tongues twist through a vortex route, while troposphere tears through a polar drought. Dendritic ice fractals form sentient maps. Each flake scripts fate in our Pacific traps. I walk with echoes of the Hadley cell. Forecast the fall of the Citadel shell. Entropy rolls in a snowbound sigh. I sink my pulse to the low pressure cry. Cryogenic threnody carved in flow. Each line brings hail where the jet stream goes. Geoengineer tension, split the frost crown. I saw Antarctic kings as they laid the crown down. The ozone peeled in a chlorinated scream. Then codified war in a crystalline dream. I speak in storms, they record in dread. Magnetic arcs bow when my verse is read. In the eye of the drift where the carbon whales, I etch monsoons in permafrost trails. Tropospheric knives from a pressure fold. Splice the sky with a tongue too cold. Each rhyme condenses with a cyclonic swing as I box low fronts like a weather king. They call it collapse, but I call it charge. A vortex coiled in a climate barge. I shuffle degrees with a rhyme-laced grip and alter the tilt when my consonants slip. Thermal inertia in a scroll of sleep, where chaos loops through a snowdrift beat. My breath reorders the ice cap stance. Forecast fate through a cryo dance. I audit storms in a dialect rare, while the tropics shake from Antarctic stare. I crack the code of a Cirrus cough, then slip through the sky in a frost-wrapped cloth. I transcribe snow in a verse encrypted. Each flurry tied to a timeline twisted. The wind bows down when I speak in scale. My syllables anchor the Arctic veil. Each line distills like a glacial drip. Tectonic rhyme in a solar lace script. You want collapse, I forecast worse. I bend the heavens through recursive verse.